Hi everyone, my name is Charm. I'm from Reddit Adult Philippines, a YouTube channel about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and other adulting stuff. So I'm an architect. Most of my friends are also, in architecture or architects. And we're not very familiar with all of these stuff, right? So admin stuff, finance stuff, business stuff. And as an architect, when you start your own firm, you have to deal with these things. And my friends usually go to me asking me about it because in my businesses, I am the finance director. I handle the finances. The turning point, I think, would be when I started my YouTube channel. The reason for that was two of my friends were asking me the exact same question on the same day. So on the first one, I was answering him pa. Tapos on the second one, I just screenshotted my previous conversation with the previous person and then I sent it to the second one. And he was like, oh, this is really helpful. Thank you. This is very convenient. I'll read through it. Tapos he was like saying, yeah, you should make videos of this so that next time you can just send people a link to your video. I was like, okay, that sounds like a good idea kasi nobody was really talking about it, especially women in finance weren't really talking about it in the Philippines at the time. But I was already so exposed to the US content creators. So I wanted to make a similar thing for Filipinos, more accessible and more for the Filipino setting. So I started my YouTube channel. I probably uploaded like less than 10 videos, but I stopped because of the business getting busy because it was the Burr months. But I picked it right back up when it was already the pandemic. So the Facebook community was born when the time I wasn't active in YouTube. I made it January of 2020 because I do this thing every year where every February of the year, the past 3 years now, I think, I do a no spend month. And it sounds drastic, but what that basically means is that I don't spend on unnecessary things. So I created that post. It kind of blew up considering I barely had 1,000 likes in my Facebook page that time. I decided, okay, let's make a community, a Facebook group that we can hold ourselves accountable to this challenge because a lot of people want to try it out. And it just really picked up the whole February because of the no spend month and also because March lockdown happened and there were a lot of people who revisited the group and said, oh, I'm so thankful I did a no spend month February because I got to prepare somehow for the lockdowns in March, which, I didn't know we were going to have a lockdown. We did a lot of crash course series in the Facebook group, letting people be more productive while staying at home. So it really became just a close-knit community. When my YouTube channel started to grow, that's also when my Facebook group started growing and growing as well. Especially, I'm really unbiased because I'm not affiliated with any financial institutions. That's how the YouTube channel and the Facebook group basically grew to what it is today. Mentally, I was not in a bad place before because ignorance is bliss. I didn't know I was doing something wrong. I didn't know that I had something to worry about. So I didn't have problems spending my money on food, on traveling, on even drinking out. But when I realized when you go over that threshold where you know that things are getting serious, I can't sustain this carefree lifestyle forever. I've been working for 2 years now. I haven't saved up anything. And I was earning a pretty decent wage because of my businesses. What's happening? So that's when I started searching. Okay, I literally Googled how to get good with money, or why am I bad with money? And my mental state shifted from being so carefree and I don't care what's gonna happen to something like, okay, I need to think about the future. I need to make myself future-proof so that if anything happens to me, I'm gonna be okay. That transition, I had a lot of anxiety because I didn't have a game plan just yet. The reality dawned on me. I wasn't ignorant anymore. If something happens to me right now, is my family gonna be okay? Because I'm the breadwinner. Are my businesses going to be okay? Ever since I've laid out what I plan to do, I went back to the peace of mind that I had before, but I wasn't ignorant anymore. I had this awakening without having to go through something tragic. You can't really get out the worry you will have, even if right now I know solid yung plan ko. But for people, it's natural to be worried, and I feel like that's also something that I use to drive me forward. Getting worried or getting scared is healthy as long as they're controlled and as long as they're not gonna take over your life. What I do and what I remind myself is that I'm doing so much better than I was 2-3 years ago. Just really comparing my current self to my future self, I would say to myself, this is where I wanted to be years ago, and I'm here.